The music, the drug, and fuck all you niggas ain't showing
still
no
not
love.
working. Yeah, I was gonna say, cause did he record this in a studio?
Yeah, I actually recorded this.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, say real. See, now you gotta promote him.
Yeah.
Did he put it out yet?
He put it out already. Yeah, he definitely put it out.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't even know. No one leaked. He probably ain't even put it out for real.
Damn. I was ready to say we live. So what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of What's the 410. Like always, I'm your host, Tay Tay. I need y'all all to head over to YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere you listen or view or watch this podcast. I need y'all to leave a like, comment, or subscribe down below. The only reason why is because it allows for us to know if our content is really good. Also, if you have any suggestions for our topic or idea for the podcast, or if you want to be in the podcast, just let us know and we'll get you on an episode. But for today, I have a guest star for y'all today, someone who was already on the episode of What's the 410. Y'all should already know him. We still have an event coming up that we're going to be talking about with y'all later. But I think he can shout himself for the rest out. I got my mans in the building with the CEO of the Baltimore Network.
Yeah. So yeah, it's your boy Vilo. You already know I'm with the Baltimore Network. So yeah, we doing a lot of great things in the city. I'm also a co-founder of an organization here in the city, Dads Raising Men. So basically what we trying to do with that, we trying to uplift a lot of our families and bring a lot of people together. We trying to create bonding experiences for a lot of people, and we try not to charge, you know what I'm saying? So we doing a lot of great things. It's just been a wonderful year. It actually been our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, good. So what are some of the events y'all been doing so far? Like, name some of them. Like,
Man, we done did a little bit of everything. We done been bowling, skating. We done went to the park. We done did a hiking trip. We just did like a really huge event. We had a lot of local vendors, a lot of local entrepreneurs come out, a lot of artists come out. We brought the moon bounce out. So we put together a little obstacle course. Yeah, we
how old were they?
everything.
How old was the kids?
So the kid just ranged like we don't
all
really
ages.
Yeah,
That's
all
good.
ages. We don't there's no discrimination. We just trying to reach the city. We trying to reach the youth. And it's not just for the children. A lot of people think that the program is just for the children. It's really about the parents getting involved, the guardians getting involved, because it really does take a village, to raise a child.
That's nice. That's
yeah,
nice.
so
I was ready to say, if y'all should also go head over there to that Instagram as well, because is it D_R_M?
Is D_R_M_the number 4 in life.
Yeah, go over there and head out and go check out some of the stuff they be doing. I was ready to say, for this episode, I think one of the first things I actually wanted to get into for this episode. So a lot of y'all been asking, and good thing that Levi also brought it up was the power of networking, because a lot of y'all been asking us, like, we be going out to different parties, events, not even just parties and stuff like that, but we be going out to different brunches, we be going out to different events, fashion shows. I just went to my cousin's the last week, and that's why it's a lot of different things that you can do on network. I think one of the biggest things, especially, the Baltimore Network, I wanted to get into networking and some of the things that how people can start getting involved with networking, especially when they just getting started.
So, I mean, networking is just pretty basic. Like, a lot of people, they tend to overcomplicate it,
Yeah.
Networking is just as simple as, having a regular conversation, how we talking right now, how we having a conversation. A lot of people, they let their pride, kind of get in the way of them reaching out or talking to people or wanting to work with somebody. But really, it has nothing to do with, pride. We human beings, we need each other. I can't do every job on this earth. I can't work at the market, and I can't, be a garbage man at the same time, so.
That's what I was like. I noticed, especially with looking back at it this week, I was looking at all the pages that started up in Baltimore, all the different groups, all the different rappers, and it just seemed like, in terms of what I see from my perspective, I just don't see a lot of us giving each other's opportunity to be out there together. I think we need to start creating those spaces where we all can have. I think we all need to start that conversation where we all got each other's back. We all, if you ever need anything, 'cause I think everybody on that notion is it costs too much. Everybody's going to ask for something that is always. Everybody's always thinking about the price. They never thinking about the quality or what somebody is about to say.
Yeah, so I definitely agree. A lot of people tend to skip over, the bigger picture. I feel like that's what you talking about, like the bigger
Yeah.
picture of things, which is the uplift one another, so we all can reach our own goals. And it make things a lot easier when we work together. When you work together, it creates power.
Yeah.
It gives us power, which is more than what money can give us. Money, you can buy things with money, but power is just different. So.
Yeah.
It,
Especially the influence you have over others, that's positive.
exactly.
I always think that if everyone always saying something good about you as an individual, something prideful about you as an individual, that means you're doing something good in life. But also, you're just motivating and inspiring other people to go out and just chase after that dreams. Because what I notice, all my friends say, I want to go do this business, so I want to go do that. But the issue everybody is running into right now is that everybody is not just starting. They always saying, "Oh, what if I run into this problem? How am I supposed to overcome it? I need somebody to show me how to get it done."
Right.
And I'm like, majority of the people that start the business now, they wasn't even shown how to get it done. They had to fail, learn, put all the money into it. And I'm like, everybody just scared to take that jump. And I'm like, do you have any tips on anything? Like, because you launched the Baltimore
Nah,
Network.
yeah. So I actually, the Baltimore Network wasn't really my first business. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't my first venture. I had a cleaning business. Yeah, I had a disinfecting business because when COVID hit, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to help people. I always knew that my purpose was to help people. So I really wanted to do something different. So I started a disinfecting business. I'm like, I'm a full blown entrepreneur. If I feel like I can make some money off of it and help people at the same time, then that's what I'm gonna do. But that business actually ended up failing. It didn't. I'm not gonna say it was a failure because it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I learned something out of it. But yeah, so it really taught me a lot. Something that I can tell people is that it's not gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? It's really not gonna be easy. It's really hard. You're gonna have nights where you go through depression.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna have nights where you just like, I'm not where I wanna be. You're gonna have those times. It's not an easy walk. It's not for everybody. Just like how they say college not for everybody. Like being an entrepreneur or trying to start your own business or start up from the ground, it's not for everybody. It takes a certain type of individual to do it. So that it's not really much advice you can give somebody but to tell them to go ahead and just jump in the water. 'Cause that's how you learn. If you jump in the water, you can learn.
Huh. Grab a black one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had to grab another pair. But finish what you saying again. Say it again.
Yeah, I was just saying it's just simple as just jumping in the water.
Oh, jumping in the water.
Yeah, you gotta just jump in the water. Like the longer you take to jump in that water, the longer the process is gonna be. The more drawn out it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, cause like when me and also when we first created the What's the 410, we went through so many different revisions when we first started. And then the issue that when we first started was that we was chasing perfection I think that was the issue that a lot of people face when they first start that own venture. They always try to chase perfection, meaning that everything has to go smoothly, everything has to be printed correct way. We can't have no hiccups. And I'm like, sometimes you just have to realize everything isn't just going to go as smooth as you plan it to be. And the only reason why people grow and all these people that's in the industry that has all the experience is because they went through all these different variations of knockdowns and barriers that they was able to overcome only because they just believed and trusted in themselves.
Facts.
And I need everybody, like, that's why I'm tired of everybody stopping. Like, even you'll see a lot of rappers, the main reason why they just don't put their own music out, they don't just work past SoundCloud. They just stop there and be like, oh, that's good enough. Where they don't be trying to push themselves because they be like, I got to go to work. They make up so many excuses rather than just actually just going out there and doing it and see what happened. They just so scared of what everybody else going to keep saying about them.
Yeah, most definitely. And something that it really takes, and I can't stress this enough, hunger.
Hunger, yeah.
You got to be hungry, bro. Like, you can't have pride in this game. Like, if you got pride in this game, you're not really going to get nowhere in life.
Yeah.
If you got too much pride in life to reach out and talk to somebody, or too much pride, oh, no, they already doing everything. They don't really want, they not trying to work with me, or they not. Like, you got to realize who you are. You got to be confident in yourself at some point. You got to be hungry enough to be confident in yourself. Like, man, like, I know that if I quit my job today or tomorrow, if I say I quit, I know that I'm going to be hungry enough to go out there and get it. I'm still going to pay my bills, and I'm still going to make sure my situation is straight.
I think a lot of people.
Which happened to me. I actually quit my job before I even was, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm the definition of jump in the water. Like
try it out
yeah,
and then swim.
yeah. I really did that.
Go.
I really did that. I really quit my
So,
job,
and you were
bro.
scared during the process, or
I mean, I wasn't afraid. I was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you hungry, like, and you got that tunnel vision, you don't really care about nothing else.
Yeah.
So you got to get to that point. I'm not telling nobody to just go out and just quit their job and just, like, I'm not telling you that. I mean, if that's a part of your plan, but I feel like God really put that on my heart. I felt like it was really a part of my purpose to pursue it 24/7.
Yeah.
And that's how I had to do. I had to pursue it 24/7. I didn't quit my job and sit on my ass.
You just kept working it. And then that's why I think that's the issue. A lot of people, they will rather go to sleep, hang out with their friends, and do everything else rather than just put that 100% effort into. You can, like I tell everybody, you can start a venture and go to work. It is going to get lonely because you focusing on two things, and then unfortunately, like a lot of people need to understand, not all your friends. You only can bring a certain amount of people because you're gonna only be able to focus on a certain amount of people. If I'm being honest, because everybody, I'm like, oh, you can bring everybody, all 12 of us, 14 of us, and I'm like, yeah, like I fuck with all y'all, you're all cool. But my issue is not everybody's gonna come.
Right. I mean, if your camp built like that, you know what I'm saying. If y'all built like that, y'all all gotta understand it. Like, bro, we gonna work together like this. We gonna all put that work in. We gonna all, you know what I'm saying. We gonna all play our role. But it's hard to find role players. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't understand. They think that just because you might be the face or just because you might be, you know what I'm saying, putting effort into it, they feel like, oh, well, that's your thing. You know what I'm saying? No, this is our thing. This is us. Because if one of us get on, we all get on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But people don't really understand that. So it make it kind of hard, so.
Do you think that's one of the issues with one of Maryland celebrities and artists that once we get on, it's like, okay, I'm on, my friend's on, that's it. Like, nobody else gonna come up. I'm like, my biggest issue is that every single artist, when they start out like in Maryland, they instantly go out to Georgia or they instantly go out to California or they also live in like Florida. Right. Like they leave Maryland instantly and don't bring nobody else except for their family and close friends up.
I mean, I feel like everybody reason for getting on or doing what they do, and everybody's path is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the next man might not be built to do what the Baltimore network or what's the 410 can do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not built for that. Everybody came up different. Whereas though one person might be like, they might get on, they be like, man, I'm on. You know what I'm saying? My people's on. We good. We straight. I don't care about nobody else. I mean, if that fits you and that fits your description, you know what I'm saying, then that's you. What you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But God created all of us differently for a reason. You know what I'm saying? The things he instilled in me and you is different than what he instilled in everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just try to keep that mindset. I try to keep that positivity because once we get caught up in what other people doing, you know what I'm saying, it take away from what we doing.
Yeah, that's what. And I think I'm glad you said that because everybody also is focused on what everybody else is doing and their progress and how well. Even like somebody who messaged me today, they was like, "Oh, like who made your videos?" And I was like, "Oh, like on how you act." I was like, "Oh, I did." And they was like, "Oh, you ain't buy them somewhere?" I was like, "No, I did it myself." And they was like, like, did you? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I didn't use Photoshop. I didn't use anything, but everybody is always comparing what they did to somebody else, how they did it, and the results. And I'm like, I don't understand why we're still doing this to this day when their results have nothing to do with your success at the end of the day.
That's a fact.
And then everybody always keeps saying, "Oh yeah, I can copy what they do and what they." If it works out for them, doesn't mean it's gonna work out for you. And I think that's what every business needs to understand because everybody want to launch this clothing business or want to launch this. I feel that's the other issue. I feel like everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, and everybody need to understand at a certain point I feel like a lot of people, they see their friends start that lashes or makeup business, then they want to start their own, and then and then somebody else start their own, and then they start that Instagram and start posting it out and then flying people out and doing all that. I feel like everybody's just doing the same exact thing and matching, but also it's no variation.
Like comparing.
Yeah.
Like comparing. So yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up. Like that's a very valid statement that you just made. I feel as though, well, first off, I'm gonna say this. We definitely support entrepreneurs and we support our community being entrepreneurs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We behind that. And I know you behind that. But like you said, a lot of people not willing to sacrifice the same things that we have sacrificed to get where we have gotten. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's gonna be a lonely road. Like it's lonely.
Yeah.
It's depressing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So before you jump into this entrepreneurship thing, like ask yourself, like, what am I willing to really sacrifice to get here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you're gonna have to sacrifice. You're gonna have to sacrifice some of your closest friends, some of your closest people, because they not going where you trying to go.
And just because your friend made it look easy don't mean it's gonna be easy.
And it don't mean it's gonna be easy, bro.
Everybody got that. Again, God set a different path for everyone. Some people's are straight, others have potholes, speed bumps. There's so many things that's going to stop you. That's why I'm like, the only thing you should be worrying about is how you're going to get past this next obstacle, this next every adversity you hit. Like everything I went through, even from high school all the way to now, from planning all those events to messing up with security to not having enough food, drink, such and that stuff like that. I just marked it all down. I never beat myself up about it. I just kept it pushing, kept moving, and just had to keep learning from it. And then no matter what everybody else said, I literally didn't care because as long as I knew what I did wrong at the end of the day, that was all that mattered.
You paid the price to learn, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's the most important thing is you paid to learn. Like same thing, like if you loan out some money to somebody, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't pay you back your loan. A lot of people they get worked up. Oh, bro, he owe me $500. He owe me $200. He owe me this.
Yeah.
I'm not him. I'll let you keep the money. I paid to learn.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I
I learned.
Yeah, because now I ain't never giving you nothing.
Now you ain't gotta worry about it. You already know. You're not even gonna feel comfortable coming back ask me for no money because you already know you burnt that bridge. And if you do, that's gonna say a lot about you because now I gotta put you in your place.
That's crazy. That's why I have never. Have you ever had like somebody in your group try to steal or take from you at one point?
Fortunately, I haven't. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
fortunately, I haven't. As far as I know,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah.
like I said, like I mean, I'm always a giver. Like I got a big heart for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm always a giver. Like
Yeah.
I just whatever you like I'm not attached to materialistic things. I'm not attached to worldly things anymore. Like how I used to be. You know, like I know that God gonna provide me with everything I need. You know, everything that I want. I'm gonna get it in some type of way. You know, because if I get stuck on the things that I don't have, or if I get stuck on the things that you know I feel as though I should have, I'll never get it.
Yeah.
You know, I got tunnel vision. I'm also focused on the grind. You know,
The grind. Yeah. I think the grind. Also, I think everybody just keep looking at all those YouTube videos and how they picture the grind and stuff like that.
yeah, and it's not that.
And it's not just staying up at late at night doing nothing. We'd be doing stuff at night. I'm like, people be thinking. When I be telling people that I be grinding out, they be like, everybody say that they be grinding, and I be like, yeah, do y'all be studying how to do this? Do y'all be trying out different editing styles, working with different people, messaging people?
How versatile is your grind?
Every single person I know grinding is when everybody's sending stuff to each other at 1-2 o'clock in the morning about different stuff, posting up videos.
Right.
I'm like, that is on a different time than you waking up just doing whatever you're doing after you ate breakfast and stuff. Some of us we haven't even ate breakfast
Facts.
yet. And I'm like, everybody don't have that same.
That's a fact, bro.
And then, what you was about to say?
Yeah, I just was saying, hold on, burnt my throat.
Oh yeah, you finished the rest of it? Yeah, that
yeah, but nah, facts, bro. Like that grind to do it to you. You know, it's not a good thing. You know that we wake up, don't eat breakfast, not getting sleep, bro. Like sometimes I don't crash till like 5 a.m. You know, sometimes I go all day. Like today I haven't eaten. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I try to stop at McDonald's. I ain't really into that. But,
yeah, that's
but if I stop at McDonald's, then you know I'm desperate. I just feel like I just need to eat. But bro, like this what the grind consists of. Like it's like get up, go. Like we studying. You know what I'm saying? Like we being students to the game. Everybody not a student to the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and we versatile. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not just sticking to just being, being on having a podcast.
That's what my friend said the other day. Because he said he's a YouTuber, videographer. He also engineer. I'm like, everybody does so much. They have so much to offer that everybody's just waiting on that one opportunity to showcase what they can actually do.
Yeah.
And then and then like I tell a lot of people also, some business ventures isn't just meant for you as well. Like even when I first started doing like the gaming stuff and I was like, yeah, I actually don't like this. Like this is actually boring.
Right.
Like we started playing the games, we wasn't having fun. I'm like, now we're just doing it just for the sake of doing it. I'm like, I need people to understand not every business venture is meant to work out for you.
Right.
You have to find your niche. You have to find what you're actually good at. Your first choice or what you say you're good at ain't most time,
Yeah, it's
9
not
times out of
always
10 is
it.
going to be
Yeah.
what you think you're good at. You can work it like I tell a lot of people. I have worked for some things and I have put my 100% on there and still failed. And at the end of the day, I had to sit there and accept that fate and just work past it. And then that's why I think people have a hard time understanding their own fate.
Yeah, that's a fact. And if you can't work past it, then it just ain't for you.
Yeah. And
You
it's
know
going
what
to
I'm
keep
saying?
burning a hole in who
It
you
just ain't for
are,
you.
messing up your ego, your
Yeah.
confidence. Then you
I mean, but I feel like I get what you're saying, but I just feel like if you can work through that, then stick with it.
yeah.
If you can't work through it, then don't stick with it.
Yeah.
Cause it come with being depressed. You know what I'm saying? It come with the anxiety. It come with the pressure. It come with, that late night grind. It come with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself in the process. But
Yeah.
it definitely come with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Know your
if you get to the
limits.
point where you're like, I give up. Well, if you really give up, then don't bust that U-turn. You know what I'm saying? Cause it just ain't meant for you.
And I forgot. I think the other thing we should hop into. I think we forgot what's going on in Maryland with Larry Hogan. Because once I woke up and I just saw that post, I was like, and then I went on the news. I was watching the news everywhere. It was everywhere. I was like, one, why would you name? So if y'all didn't know, we have now Larry Hogan is about to put out a new, I guess, reform for the police department. Basically, he's giving is it 150 million, correct?
Yeah, it's 150 million.
And it's called refund. Is it what?
Refund the police department.
Refund the police. So I'm like, after we said defund the police, y'all want to. He literally said refund the police department, and this is supposed to go to increasing salaries. I'm like, it's going directly into the programs in which we said that the money should go into something else that we wanted it to be directed. But do you think? But when I asked everybody this question, do you think that money that is directed in the right? You think it is needed for Baltimore City?
No.
No.
It's that simple. Like, I actually was talking to somebody underneath a Murder Inc. post, because they posted it up. And that's where I first saw that. So I'm like, wow. I'm like, so I made a post. I'm like, y'all, you failed us again, bro. Like, you really failed us again, bro. Like, you really pouring more money into the police department when we still got schools that's, like, trash, bro.
And
like,
plumbing.
yeah, like, we got schools that's trash, bro. Like, would you want to go to school? Like, your kids, the schools your kids go to ain't nothing compared to our schools.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, our schools is, like, terrible, bro. Our mentorship programs. Like,
And you heard how the government cut the HBCU funding? All that money that Biden and all them promised, they cut it due to how the government is running out of money.
Right. So they did do that, but I believe they did that because they won that lawsuit.
That's crazy.
You know the HBCUs, they won a lawsuit saying that they were actually underfunding them compared to other schools.
And
so
then they cut it again, and I was like, that is crazy. Like,
and they gonna get sued again.
And we all literally
get sued again.
You just made us all
won.
Vote. Yeah, they made us vote for y'all. Then y'all say I was gonna fund all these projects for the school, all this money. And then announced, since the government is supposedly running out of money now, that they had to cut the funding for HBC. I was like, I feel like y'all just planned this out and just did that on purpose so y'all didn't have to pay all that money. Like, if y'all didn't want to pay it, y'all should have just said, but then they realized they wouldn't have gotten the votes.
Bro, listen, Baltimore City is like, our leadership, like, everybody want to talk about, the community.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But when we look at the leadership, you only as good as your leadership.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just a reflection of our leadership. Everybody want to just point at, each other and the families and blame it on the parents and, blame it on the, like, bro, like, we only as good as our leadership, bro.
Yeah. And then they keep pouring all that money, and then they're letting Johns Hopkins University of Maryland keep buying all the area around the schools and stuff. And I'm like, that's why, like, on the last episode when we was talking about the gentrification, that's everywhere. Even when I was driving past where I used to live at, like, even the townhouses I used to live at, it's just gone. It's a University of Maryland building now. And I was like, damn, just all those houses, all those people. And then everybody asking, like, questioning why everybody moving to up to the county. And I'm like, because they keep building so many businesses, so many offices, so many schools that they just forgetting about the people. More lakefront, like that's why everybody's like, but they are building new apartments. When you build a lakefront apartment, you only get about 10, 15 units. If you have a low income or income area apartments, you get about 100, 250. You have higher value.
Right.
These nicer luxury apartments take up more space, so no, it's not helping nobody. It's kicking all these people out there, and then everybody's like, "Why are so many people moving to the county?" Because that's what Section 8 is moving to. That's what all the vouchers is moving to, and then and it's simply all the money is just going right back to the city right now. But at the same time, do you think is Brandon Scott? I think Brandon Scott is only going to do so much, only because they're just going to use his. I feel like they're about to use his age against him.
Bro, like it's but so much he can do.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like it's but so much one man can do. Like it literally, excuse me, it literally takes a village. You get what I'm saying? Like literally, it takes a village.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we can't just put all this pressure on one man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why what we do is so great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With us living in our purpose is what's making the city great. You know, creating networking opportunities for people, creating another lane for people.
That's why I said
Opening
Dad's
people's
Raising Men
eyes.
is a great opportunity.
Bro, like-
because that will help keep majority of those kids on track and on focus by having an organization
That's the
at
goal.
these schools that keeps them focused. But I think the other thing, we need to start holding Baltimore City schools accountable for what they're doing. I was like, even for the educational level, compared to us on a national level, even against other states and stuff like that, we're just sitting here. We're still at the bottom of the ranks. We ain't making no more progress, and the funding continuously decreases. And the school like even the health, like in terms of like we're I feel as though like even Baltimore County is starting to lag down too, because they're starting to cut funding and then putting it God know where else the money is going.
Yeah, I mean that's a fact, bro. Like it's just and it's still gonna go to the same thing. It's like we can hold Baltimore City schools accountable, but it's like who has to hold Baltimore schools accountable? Their leadership.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just go back to Hogan again. Once again, we back on Hogan again. Cause why pour all this money into the police department? Cut back from your schools, from your HBCUs. You know what I'm saying? Like it's taken away, bro. Like it's ruining us. So I mean, yeah, we the people and everything. So we gotta really start paying attention to politics. Like we gotta really start paying attention to the world game.
Like I said in the last episode, if you didn't notice as well, a lot of our generation, the biggest issue is that they get majority of their news from off of social media.
Yeah,
So like
and everything on social media ain't real.
that's why I'm like, I hope all of us I don't know. I know all of us didn't pay attention in school when we went through how to tell a true fact, like a true source from a fake source.
Right.
I don't think our generation, a lot of us don't know how to do that.
Yeah,
Once
we didn't
they
spend
see-
enough time on it.
I feel like they don't know what they're doing. Every single time they see a post, they take it for fact until they see something else that somebody's proving them wrong, and then they wait for somebody else to give them the answer if it's right or wrong.
Bro, that's confirmation for me. What you just said is confirmation. I just was having a conversation about that, about how some of these posts is ruining some of our families. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how it's an attack on the black man and the black woman. Like it's really an attack on us. You know, they really causing friction. They causing us to, you know, beef with one another. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it really is not supposed to be that.
Well, I was ready to say, it's a lot of beef now because a lot
Yeah,
of
it's
black
a-
women keep saying, like, black men do
Yeah.
this, black men do that. And I'm like,
And vice versa, bro. Vice versa.
but I feel like that's why when that woman said in that interview that we supposed to go through about 1,000 relationships or 1,000, we're supposed to go through 1,000 like different relationships and everything, but we actually don't.
I feel like we supposed to go through learning experiences. You
Yeah.
know? I feel like we supposed to go through learning experiences, but at the same time, it's just like, you know, it can be a confusing thing. You know, trying to be in a relationship or any relationship, like, it don't got to necessarily be, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend. It could just be a friendship. You know what I'm saying?
And then I think my biggest issue is that a lot of other people keep looking at social media and following social media.
Yeah, for their answers.
And then what that
And that's
friend be
not it.
doing, and what if they a guy cheating, they gonna assume that they are cheating. Then that's what I'm like. Yeah, a lot of people just put into the air like they y'all are predetermining what's gonna happen in a relationship by saying, oh, you want to cheat on me, you don't want to do this and that. My friend girl, he did that. My ex girl, I'm like, but I feel as though when that woman said after 1,000 relationships, we're meant to go through that because we're supposed to learn. Like
Right.
I'm like, if they do not understand that, then if you need to understand that all these different men and women are supposed to teach you a lesson for you to find what your soulmate is actually supposed to be.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to just stop here and say you're done. And that's what's going on right now.
It might be a post on Instagram. It might say, if he cheat on you, cheat back, sis.
Oh my gosh.
And the female really see that, and then it might happen to her, or she might have that thought in her subconscious that her dude is cheating, and she might go and be like, you know what, I'm gonna cheat back. You don't even realize how this social media is really affecting you.
And then all they have to do is communicate first, but they
communication.
And
That's the biggest thing we lack now in this age of social media is communication, bro.
Oh yeah, and then I feel like everybody think they always right about whatever they. I feel like everybody think they right. Everybody think they got their own thing going. They know what they doing. They don't want to listen to people no more. I feel like we all act like we just know it alls now. Yeah. And my grandmother say that now, and I'm like, at one point in time, I was ready to say, actually, Dre is almost here. Actually here. Yeah, he coming up now. I was ready to say, we'll see y'all, because I was ready to say Dre coming up. But for this episode, but it's just crazy because I just keep looking back at my grandmother's relationship, everybody else's relationships, and they ain't go through this many problems, like even with cheating and stuff. But then what my friend told me the other day, do you think the reason why, and our grandfather's generation, our mother's generation, the father's generation, the reason why cheating wasn't as big because they didn't have the technology to do it? Like if Jerry and Marie was together in 19 something, he can go over to the house. The only way how he would be cheating with Tiffany is if he talked to Tiffany after work. And you can't trace no calls, you can't trace no texts, there's no Instagram, so you're not liking nobody post. All you're doing is saying, Tiffany, I'm coming over, and then y'all having sex, and you go back to your wife and say you got off of work, and that's it. And then the only way to check is if you ask Tiffany, and if Tiffany say no, and he say no, that's it. And and Tiffany can't go back now, and she try to go back, that means she lying. So I'm like,
I actually think that I feel like back in the day they cheated more. Like that's my personal opinion. I just feel like the old heads, like I feel like they was cheating more.
And he was just covering up really.
Yeah, because social media, bro. Like social media, it's easier to catch somebody in the act with social media. You know what I'm saying? Like they cheated back in the day, but also you gotta think the households was different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like even though they might have cheated on one another, they knew that they had a family. The family and the community actually stuck together. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the difference. Like now it's like people not really sticking together like that. It's like, oh, you cheated on me. Oh, all right, I'm gonna just go do me. I'm gonna go do my thing. Back in the day was let's work through it. You know what I'm saying? We a family. We got kids to raise.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
And I don't even get that genuine love feeling anymore. And I was about to say, all right, so guys,
what's
so
up,
we
bro?
got the co-host added to
How
the
you
show
feeling, bro?
now, Dre. I was about to say, yeah, those headphones right there. Oh, no, you good.
Nah, we was in here cooling, bro. We was in here chopping it up, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you got it. He said, just move up.
Bro, I'm doing great, bro.
Oh, we doing good. Oh, yeah, you good. Yeah, we want to cut. It's intermission, so we can edit all this and stuff, so it's good. But yeah, I was ready to say, we hopped on. We was talking about like comparing our generation relationships compared to like the old time relationship, but you gotta move up a little bit. For sure. Yeah, because we was comparing like our old generation relationships to our new generation relationships. But I think also back in the day, they just had so much more genuine love. Like they act like, cause like when I was looking at, like, for example, the guy I was working with, my coworker, every time he talked to his girlfriend, he's like, hey, how you doing? Your day going? And he be on the phone. She's like, oh, she talking, and he not paying attention to shit she's saying. Like he talking to us, looking around, and I'm just sitting there like, majority of relationships like that, they don't focus on what they're saying, how the actual day is. They ask the question just for the sake of asking, so they can get it done like they usually do. And I feel like everybody's so complacent in a relationship now that they don't try, or many of them don't try it, or they just do what other couples do just to suffice instead of coming out with their own days, their own ways of loving someone.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, bro. Especially on social media.
On social media.
They glorify other people's relationships, especially rapper relationships or celebrity. Period. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I was saying, people they glorify those celebrity relationships way too much, bro. It's like you gotta have a idea of that for your own. You gotta think for yourself, and a lot of people don't do that. I noticed that a lot through the years, bro.
Yeah.
I agree. I definitely agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, somebody you might be compatible with might not be compatible with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta understand that too. Like, different people, different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? Everybody relationship not the same. So you can't compare. Cause I'm not the same person as that rapper, or I'm not the same person as that celebrity actor. Like, I'm not him, I'm me at the end of the day, and you not her. All this Dirk in India and all that, y'all.
Yeah, I'm tired.
You ain't Dirk and you ain't India.
And they keep posting all the pictures of Travis and Rihanna every time they be going out on dates and stuff. They be, people be, but I don't see why they like going out. Everybody be flocking on them, recording them, taking pictures. And you think celebrities tired of that shit now? Like, everybody's doing that.
Like, bro, what same person wants all that attention 24/7?
Yeah, Kanye. Like,
hey, Kanye might be the only person in the world, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's just I never understood it. It never was my type of thing. So I guess like Levi said, different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean?
It's all about the perspective. You feel me? You might look at it like, I'm glad I got this platform to be able to change the world. You know what I'm saying? Another person might be like, man, I done been struggling my whole life. I just wanted to get the check and just kick back. You know what I'm saying? So it like you said, it just, you know what I'm saying? It's different for everybody. It's not the same for everybody. And I feel like everybody need to stay out the social media shit. Like, at some point in time, you need
why
to
is there so many bots now? Like, I feel like every time you look at all these posts and stuff, and every time you post something, there's all those bots that be hopping on all these different pages. And I'm like, especially all those like meme pages, all you see all them just be pressing them random buttons and letters and numbers. I'm like, that's the majority of the pages, and then people be buying like, so you know how you do, like, you say like, I want you to post my shit, and you post your stuff up on. Yeah, the promo stuff.
Right.
They be doing those fake bot stuff and say they got 100,000 followers or all that just to get people to pay more for that. I'm like, that's just messed up. And I'm like, a lot of meme pages are starting to do that, and a lot of promotion pages are just not offering nothing to all these people and still charging people $10, $15 for that posting. And only don't even got that many followers.
Bro.
Yeah.
Whatever will make them some money, they gonna do it.
That too. And everybody got this. Well, I'm not gonna say everybody, but some people got this idea in their brain, you know what I'm saying, that people just gonna ride the wave. If you just pop up with 5,000 followers after you drop the music video, then you might get another 5,000 followers. You know what I'm saying? Which is true, because people ride waves now. Like, people riding waves now. So it's true, but it's like, what you gonna do with 5,000 bots, bro?
And, you know, and the thing about the posters, the pages as well, I saw a lot of people keep getting deleted it like that, like Baltimore Murder Inc. You know how they restarted that page now because it got deleted. Yeah, everybody page keep getting. I don't know where it's coming. I feel like after Facebook and Instagram got hacked and stuff, so many more people pages are getting flagged for like content and getting taken down. And then that's what I'm like. It's just getting crazy and crazy because now, you know, you can't cuss somebody. You can't say like "fuck you, bitch" on Instagram anymore, or you can't say "fuck." You know, even like when the guy said "fuck Zuckerberg," I hate his bitch ass. He got banned the next day from being able to post on comments.
So have you fellas heard about the whistleblower?
I might have explained it.
The other day, well, I'm not gonna say the other day. I think it was like last week, or maybe the week before. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't quote me on that. But Instagram went down.
Yeah.
Okay.
For like a couple hours.
Yeah.
Everybody was like,
that was the whole day.
Yeah.
That's how everybody.
People was
everybody
going crazy. Like, people was just sitting there like, I can't.
I haven't
But-
seen anything like
But
that.
a lot of people don't know. What a lot of people don't know is it was a whistleblower. She came out and basically told everybody, like, like, they let negative content out there on purpose because they make money off of negativity. Negativity sells.
Yeah.
So people didn't really realize how big of a deal that was. But that really was like a big deal because you got to think about it. Like, so many homes are affected in our community You know what I'm saying? Just like how we was just talking about how like, you know, it's like attack against a black woman and a black man.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So people not really realizing like, bro, like this really affecting my home. Like this affecting my kids. People not monitoring their kids on social media apps. So it's affecting their children. It's affecting our youth, the people who gonna one day have to take care of us.
And it seems like every little kid has a cell phone, an iPhone now.
Bro, that's what I be saying.
It's
like
just I used to. All I remember was when I had a track phone with minutes, and now everybody got an iPhone, texting, being on social media.
10, 11 years old with a whole iPhone.
My kid not gonna be cool, bro. Straight up, my kid not gonna be cool in school.
Me either.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm like I can't because that's.
I wasn't cool. He not gonna be cool.
Shut up.
She not gonna be cool.
But like other people got a lot of, like Prater. He's totally different when it comes to his kids because he said like he buy them literally whatever they want. Like they wanted a bunny, bought him a bunny. Wanted a little guitar set, but I'm like I can't do that. I can't. Like I want to spoil my kids. I love them to an extent. That's what I'm saying, to an extent where they have to learn how to work for the things they want in life. Because if not, they're gonna be going through a lot of issues that a lot of people going through now, thinking everything's gonna be handed to them.
Like everybody carries everything a certain way, and you know if that's how he want to do it, then that's respect to that, man. You know, but as an individual, we all got the choice on how we want to raise our kids, and I can say I'm not gonna be the one to give my kids, you know, whatever and everything they want because, like you said, it comes a certain point in life where you got to learn to earn everything. And people who go through life getting everything they want, you can say it now these days, they don't know what to do with themselves. Like that first bit of rejection when they hit the real world and they see what this really about, they like, oh, okay, and they don't know what to do because they've been pacified all their life. So it's like this is new territory. They don't know what to do, where to go, what to say, you know, how to move. So it's just like I can't let my kids, you know, go through that.
Yeah, you don't want them to be green. They gonna be green.
Way too green,
gonna
bro.
be green out here.
Way too green.
And I was ready to say the other thing I wanted to actually dive into was that do you think a lot of people are having a hard time marketing like that business on themselves in this generation, like because like y'all know what drop shipping is and when it first came out and people were selling products and it's like all those different like watches you saw, all those different gold chains at a cheap price you were seeing.
You talking like wholesaling?
Yeah, like when people was doing that.
I remember that.
That's when people was marketing all those businesses, making all this money selling products, and it died down. Now everybody's trying to become an influencer, offer all these classes. Like, you know, when you go on Instagram, they be like, "Oh yeah, you want to know how I made this $100 million in like 10 seconds?" Yeah. Or like, you want to sign up for my class and I teach you. Do you think a lot more people are moving in that ways because it's teaching people how to market themselves and become an influencer to gain more followers? Or is this because I just like now my thing is full of all people, like when you go to YouTube and everything, it's just full of them just, yo, take my class, you can make this money. I'm like, you can make money, but like everybody, it seems like everybody just want to become an influencer nowadays.
That's just seem like the go-to, like everybody
like a fitness influencer, gym influencer, health influencer, content. If you can dance, everybody want to do that now.
TikTok and started a wave like no other, bro. Everybody want to be TikTok famous now.
Yeah,
like all the kids, like the fame that comes with TikTok. I haven't seen that. I mean, like since Vine almost, bro. Like it just took over out the blue. I ain't seen nothing like that before. Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, every single person right now, like I can count out of all my followers, every time I scroll through all the stories, all I see is people with that TikTok, advertising on TikTok, or they saying, go shop at my store or go shop this. I'm like, bro, like everybody's doing the same thing. And then everybody like, oh yeah, do you want to know my workout fitness thing or come with me to the gym? I'm like, if all y'all doing the same content, is there a way for, do y'all have any difficulties with marketing? Like, do y'all find it hard marketing yourself or your music or your page sometimes? Like, what do y'all do to overcome it?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say I have a hard time marketing it because I don't necessarily market. I'm just me. I just put out, whatever it is I make. And if people accept it and they like it, cool. If not, then cool. I'm gonna maneuver the same way regardless, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't affect me. But of course, I still want people to interact and, enjoy my things. But that's not what drives me. That's not, what keeps me going. I'm me authentically always. So I'm gonna just keep on doing that,
And then don't fuck with it.
It's like, it is what it is.
I respect that. You feel me? Cause even I get caught up in the marketing game sometimes. Like, bro, I get so caught up in marketing sometimes. Like, bro, I gotta post this at this time, and this the peak hours, and this that. And like, bro, like at the end of the day, like how you said, the best way to do it is the organic way. Like now, I don't even pay attention to what time I'm posting stuff, bro. I just post it up, bro. Like this what we doing. Like they gonna recognize real at the end of the day.
Reach what we need to reach at the
yeah,
end of the day.
exactly. And whoever, you know what I'm saying, whoever it don't reach or whoever don't see it, it wasn't meant for them to see it at the end of the day.
Amen.
And then, do you think then should like you said earlier, well, like we was talking about earlier, I think everybody should just move from just advertising himself on social media. I feel like everybody should get out into the community, like you said. Host
Facts.
a event, like host a
Facts.
live event. Go do like a meet and greet with your fans and stuff like that. Even go out to different events, start handing out your cards. Host your like. There's so much stuff that you can do other than just keep posting your stuff on social media, because that can get you just but so far. You actually people meeting you and seeing it in real life and seeing how funny you are, or how you can dance, or how you can sing or rap. I feel like as though that really helps your career rather than you just continuously post it.
Bro, I'm gonna be straight up with you. You know what it really is, what it really come down to? It come down to people believing in themselves, bro.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people don't really believe in themselves. And I'm gonna be honest, I've been through that stage too. You know what I'm saying? But it just come down to believing in yourself. Like, you gotta believe in yourself to do what the Baltimore Network do. You gotta believe in yourself to do what What's the 410 do.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You gotta believe in yourself to do what Nookie do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta believe, bro. You gotta get out here and be hungry. A lot of people not hungry. They just doing it because it's a wave. You feel what I'm saying? We actually love what we do. If you love what you do, then go chase your passion. Go do what you love to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everything else gonna fall into place for you. God got you. You know what I'm saying? If you in your purpose, you straight.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
People do a lot of things just to be seen. Like,
Facts.
that's
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
said this. I just said this on Instagram the other day, bro. Like, a lot of people in our generation don't do anything for the love of it. They just want to be seen doing this certain thing. Like, they got to post, oh, I'm doing this, or like people say, oh, I'm off Instagram for a month. Like, why do you have to announce that, bro? Like, just do you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, just
why,
go off
why do you have to
Instagram,
make
yeah.
that known? Like, what is that information? How does
Then
that
they
serve
tell
us?
the whole story.
Yeah, it's like, bro, if it's real, just do it. Like, you don't gotta announce it. People don't give a people don't care, bro. Like, nobody cares. Do you, fam? Like Levi just said, like, we do this because this is what we enjoy doing. It feels right when we in our mode doing what we love doing. Nothing feels better. It's a feeling unmatched. So that's what drives us, you know, and that's the biggest thing right there.
Hopefully, a lot of people get from this that they can. You just have to learn how to just jump in and start, but also just stop. Don't do what everybody else does. Try to think outside the box, because that's what I try to do too. Even with the post, that's why I want to switch it up. I always ask everybody else too, because I feel like a lot of people, especially a lot of bosses nowadays, they just so headstrong. They think that if they know it that one way, they think it looks good. They stick with it and they move forward past it. They don't ask the rest of their crew or anything. And I'm just in here like, that is just not the way we should move forward now, especially with all these different rap groups, all these different management groups. They all not controlling or managing everything well, because they think everybody can just go out and do their own thing. When back in the day, it was never like that. Like, even when I think about all the rappers now, everybody's trying to be their own independent rapper now. And I'm just thinking about all the management groups. Like, I don't even think people realize the benefits between the two, and then what you're doing, and the reason why you think that you're just going to be a one-night sensation when all these other management groups been putting all that money into that person to take that risk on.
Right.
It's all about the right situation, bro, because like a lot of people want to remain independent because of past history of labels and musicians. You know, there's always a disconnect right there. Like, you know, people have been undercut at like 360 deals. You know, that's a big thing in the music industry. Like, people, they screw people over for real. Like, bro, like for real. Like, to a point where it's hard for them to bounce back. So I understand both sides of the situation for real. So, you know, it just depends on who the person is at the end of the day, really.
Oh, are you gonna stay solo by yourself, or are you looking?
I mean, if I have the opportunity to be successful doing that, then yes. But if the situation makes sense, and you know, I talk over my crew, and this is the right situation for us, so I'm gonna take that. You know,
I know my friend. As soon as he was ready, he instantly. I was like, "Nah, you should just wait it." I was like, "I don't care if it's your first or your last. Like, nobody else is gonna do something. You got to hold yourself to a certain standard."
Yeah,
and I think that's what a lot of business need to do, because they be dropping their prices. You need to hold your business and yourself to a certain standard. Fuck with everybody saying the price high. You set the price high because of what you did to get it there.
Right.
And if they don't understand that, somebody else is
It
gonna
ain't
have
meant
to
for
buy
them.
it.
It ain't meant for them.
like a lot of people come from nothing. So when they first get that, you know, that first opportunity thrown at them, like, oh, you know, I'm not used to this, so you know, I'm gonna take it. Because when you have literally nothing, you come from nothing, and you get a chance to make more than whatever you made throughout your life, it's like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get this again. You know, like, you never know what's gonna happen. So a lot of people thinking in that, well, I got to do this right now mode. So they just hop on the first one. But a lot of people don't have the patience to let the long game play out. So it's just all about having patience, real. You know?
Yeah, and to be honest with you, like everybody, like how we talk about, everybody built different. You feel me? Like everybody not gonna have that patience. You know what I'm saying? But everybody path different. Like we always gotta remind ourselves that. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, like your homeboy might take a phony deal. You be like, bro, why you take that, bro?
Yeah.
But he gotta take that to learn. Like you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like he paid to learn for real. So like sometimes we gotta keep that in mind. Or sometimes like the situation might seem like it ain't right, but it is.
And,
You know what
and
I'm
do y'all
saying?
still all agree that all knowledge ain't free knowledge?
When you say all knowledge ain't free knowledge.
Yeah, you
Like,
gotta elaborate on that.
I mean, I feel like I understand, but I want you to elaborate. Just
So
a
like,
little
so like, what? For example,
bit. Like everything comes at a cost.
yeah, like so no, like for example, like when my like for my one of my friends, like my brother friends, what they do, like they a lawyer and stuff like that, and say like you about to start your own law firm. It for you to go through like a consultation class with him to sit down and to go over how to start your own law firm, you have to pay him like $150 or it's like you pay to learn
Like a
all that.
lawyer fee.
Yeah, well, no, that's just to learn how to do it on your own. Yeah, just to learn how to start your own lawyer firm. But you're getting all the keys to like how to secure contracts, how to hire good people. Basically, you're getting the layout. But he's saying like the reason why it's not free knowledge anymore is because he chose the risk of his life, his savings, his family, everything, and he put everything on the line just to reap this reward. And now for somebody to come and just ask how to do it for free when he had to go through that, he's like, no, this knowledge not free because this giving you the keys to success to overcome mountains and molehills that people have never overcame before. And now he's like, oh, I gotta charge you now. And then people like, oh, fuck you, because you don't want to bring me up to the top. But I'm like, at the same time, it's not about that. It's that I did so much to get to this point. I got to charge you a little something since did so much to get to the top.
It's some people who will give their knowledge away for free, but it's some people who going to capitalize off that. It's all about who you know, really, bro. Like, it's all about connections because everybody.
What you feel is right, though?
I can see why somebody would do it, and I can see why somebody wouldn't, like, charge somebody, you know? Like, I'm a very unbiased person, so I understand things from every possible perspective possible. You know?
I feel like it depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not giving away. Well, I give away free game all day long. Like that's what I do. Like that's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? But some things like, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna have to come at a price. You know what I'm saying? Cause I had to sacrifice to get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like, you know, the best way I can put it is if I'm giving you free knowledge that I went out and worked for and that I had to pay for and that I had to grind and get, like, you don't think I'm deserving?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have the heart to go out there and do what I did. And I went out there and did it. And all I'm asking you for is a small fee.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to go through none of the trials and tribulations I had to go through. You skipping all the obstacles. You got the cheat code to the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, you got to spend money to make money, bro.
Facts.
And I don't see why people still getting mad at that. Like, a lot of people who make beats, they be like, why can't you give me this beat pack for free? Because the amount of time he took to make that beat. Like, that's the thing that makes me mad. The amount of time. People don't understand the amount of time that goes in to make things for the reason why it's the cost of it. All you worried about is what the last person sold it
And you
to
can't even put a price on time.
Word,
You can't even put a price on time. So it's like,
Especially
this
with
man
music,
tell
bro.
you 25 a beat. It's like, all right,
Like, I
like,
respect it, bro. Like,
yeah.
it's art, bro. Like, it really puts hours and hours of dedication into it, bro. Like, all assets of music. Like, rapping, producing, mixing, mastering, whatever you want to call it, bro. It's all art, and it take time. Like, it ain't just something you just do like that. You got to really sit there at a desk, hours on end, putting that together, bro. And, like, it's a process. So it's going to come at a cost.
What's that video that be trending? They be like, if you can't afford it, it's okay. Just come back when you get it.
Oh, yeah. That's
Just
how I be
come
telling
back
people
when
now.
you get it.
That's how I tell people now, because that's why I want to, because I'm about to launch like doing website design and logos and stuff. But like a lot of people going to understand for the website design, it's going to cost a little bit of money. If you want like automated payments and stuff like that to take like you just automatically transfer all your information from your app to have your like your credit card information stuff, all that costs money. And people are like, oh, you can't just add that for my last site. And I'm like, no, I can't just add it for free. I'm like, because like literally like because what I like to do is before I start a business adventure, I like that like gauge how many potential like business clients can I have. So once I started talking to the four, they started talking about. I knew instantly everybody instantly gave me a low ball price. And I'm like, why do we still continuously do that? We should be working to build each other up. But it seemed like y'all still just want to get the best deal, knowing that we friends and stuff like that.
Now, I'm going to say this. If you're going to jump out there and ask somebody for something for free, or you're going to ask somebody for a favor, have your script right. Like, have your script right. Know what you going to say and how you going to say it. Because there's people out here who will help you. But if you just say, bro, let me get it for free. I'm not about to let you get nothing for free, bro. Like, you feel approach, bro. Yeah, it's all about your approach. Like, if you reach out to somebody and you be like, bro, listen, I got a way where we both can benefit. You know what I'm saying? I might not be where I'm trying to get to, but you know what I'm saying? Going to telling people about yourself, telling people where you trying to go. It's people out here who are hot behind positivity and who are hot behind your cause and your reasoning. But if you just out here, you like, bro, let me get a beat for free, or bro, let me get a feature for free. Like, ain't nobody trying to hop behind that. You begging, bro. You begging, straight up. You begging. Like, you not trying to put in no type of work. Like, you ain't even say, bro, listen, this all I got right here. This my last. I will give you my last. That would mean more than I say, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I engineer. I tell somebody quick, like, bro, look, that's your last, bro. Keep your last. You feel me? But come get in the studio because you hungry. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? You hungry. I want to work with people that's hungry. Come get in the studio. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody not on that. You feel what I'm saying? So if you trying to get something for free, or you trying to get something done, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure everybody benefit in some type of way. Because like we already said, time is priceless, bro. Yeah. You can't put a number on somebody's time. That's time that can be spent with family. That's time that can be spent with somebody trying to reach their own goals and get where they trying to go. Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. I hate when people waste my time. And when people, especially when for the niggas who don't go to work or who don't work as often as other people do, and they think it's okay to waste your time just because they don't have nothing to do with their own. But even when I always think about time, even when just getting back to the whole idea of time, because at the end of the day, we really can't fully control what happens with our time, just given what's so the world is so unknown that we can't guarantee what we're gonna do with our time every day. Cause like you said, you're gonna go do this. I'm gonna be here on this time. I'm gonna go there, and none of that shit can line up. Somebody can instantly die. Somebody can die. God forbid. Your car can break down. I'm just sitting here like, yo, life and the world and time is so mysterious. You can't take shit for granted anymore now.
Fast, bro. That's why I don't want to say I try not to have things planned, but it's like whenever I have a plan in place, God or whatever higher up that is just comes and just says, nigga, you thought. Like, it never goes to plan, bro. Like, I lie to you not, bro. At least recently, nothing ever goes to plan. It's like, all right, this is how my day is going to go out. But then it never goes. It's just something always happens. Yeah. It's just the nature of life, bro. Something is always going to happen unexpectedly. You just got to know how to maneuver through it, really.
And you know, time is priceless because it's really an illusion. You know what I'm saying? That's what like you said, like, bro, like, you can die, bro. You feel me? Like, I can go home. I can have a conversation with you. And I'm not trying to be on no sad shit right now. But, bro, I can go home, bro, and y'all never see me. You feel me? Ever again in life and be like, bro, dude, it's just up here at the podcast, bro, like, doing this thing. Bro. Yeah, bro. But, bro, it's all about perspective. It's how you look at it. You feel what I'm saying? I might have to go to make y'all too hungry. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can change how the city, you know what I'm saying? Change the city and carry on a legacy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, all things happen for a reason, but time is for sure an illusion. Yeah. You can't put a number on that.
Even when it's just,
it's
one
of them topics you could just go on and on about.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
Like you said, there's no time is fake. Like, whoever created time just was wanted to fuck with niggas' heads, bro. Like, that shit ain't real. Like, when I really sit back, like, time is too tricky to really try to figure out. Like how the days shorter, bro. Like,
the days are getting shorter. I feel like it's just I just feel like we work too much. I just feel like we working so much that the days are shorter
time ain't
from the
like
work.
It feel like when we was kids, like middle school, time moved by so slow, bro. Like, it just seemed like days would drag on, but now it's just flying by. Like,
months and months is flying.
Bro, we just started this year, bro. How are we almost at Thanksgiving, Halloween, Thanksgiving?
We just started this month and we are in the middle of it.
Like, bro. Like, it's unbelievable.
I ain't gonna lie. Time felt like it was moving slow when them cicadas was outside.
Yeah, the cicadas outside. Yeah,
it felt like they was
outside. That's when I first started my new job.
I was not bothered by them. Yo, everybody hated the cicadas, but I just like, I was used to them because I remember when they was out like 17 years ago.
It was just when the only thing I didn't like about it when they kept smacking you, just flying.
It was
crazy
in the
and
way,
shit.
bro.
I
That's
was
why
like,
they was in
yo,
the way.
you'd be-
I just hate
Yo,
cleaning
what
them
the
off the
fuck?
car.
I
'Cause
like-
you hit them with the car and they splatter all over your joint,
Yeah.
bro. I can't do it. I know what y'all mean with that though.
Wait, and did y'all have any news for anything that happened in Maryland recently? Anything good or bad happened in Maryland? All I know is that Bill Cosby is about to get sued again. Another woman came out and said that when she was on the Cosby show, yeah. So she said when she was on the Cosby show, he drugged her.
They said she a celebrity too.
Yeah, her
like,
name
Didn't he just
Lily
get out?
something. Lily
Did
something.
he just get out?
No, I don't know what's going on, but now I'm like, they about to just that man. He old as shit now.
I
It's
don't
like,
even, bro, honestly, all that celebrity stuff, it's just like something new every day. Like it's,
but I feel like
I don't know.
even with like Andrew Cuomo, all of, like him and his brother, like
I
so
don't even know who that is.
so they was
yeah.
so they're part of the government, so they're brothers, and then they just got caught up. It seemed like every state politician right now is getting caught up in a sexual scandal. Like I don't know why. I just want to know. I just want somebody to tell me why so many white old men just being in sexual scandals. Like that's in government.
because their wives ain't giving it up to them. Yeah.
I feel like I think it's time for us to pass a bill and to set an age limit for our.
Bro, I've never understood why there's so many older people in charge of younger people's future, bro. Like, why are they? How do they know what's best for us, bro? Like, it's a different time period. So, like, what worked when they were our age coming up is not gonna work for us
Yeah.
coming up. You feel? They grew up in a time where technology ain't what it was. You know, just the world period is not at a place where it is now. So they can't use the same recipe that they came up on for us, cause we in a different headspace as our generation. Like the old generation, they were content with living unhappy lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I
especially
noticed
being in
that-
unhappy relationships and marriages as well for years.
Jobs, relationships, whatever. But the thing I noticed about our age group is like we don't have time for none of that shit. We quick to leave.
Yeah.
Especially like if
And
somebody
stop
I know our age don't like a job, they quick as hell to live there. I mean to leave there. But like our parents, they just were in the mind state, well, this is what I got to do, so I'm gonna just thug it out. No matter how affected their mental health or their life, they just thug it out. But our generation, we not like doing that. We more more of a risk taker generation.
But it's good. It's negative and positive with everything. You know what I'm saying? Because they made the sacrifice that they made being unhappy. You know what I'm saying? We here today.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's tough.
Yeah,
It's tough.
I say that. Yeah,
It's tough.
life won't be hard.
But I will say it's easier, not per se, it's easier to make a living now than it was then. It's more. I think it's more.
You have more
opportunity.
opportunities,
More
yeah.
opportunity.
For
Not
sure.
easier,
But now
more
it just seems like nobody want to work right now.
Yeah,
It just seems like,
facts.
and then even y'all heard about Southwest and how they canceled like 1,600 flights because just because they mandating the vaccine now and everybody's quitting, including pilots. Everybody retiring now. They canceled so many flights. Everybody was trying to rent a car. It was ridiculous. Like,
Wait, so because some of those pilots were unvaccinated?
yeah, a lot of people are unvaccinated. People are still not getting a vaccine. Like the number of unemployed people increased by like 6 million. It's like nobody's going back to work. It's just like everybody just like this vaccine is stopping everybody. And I was gonna say we almost hitting that time for the end of the show because it's like 7:15. And I was gonna say, did y'all have anything else y'all wanted to add to the show or anything else y'all want to shout somebody out?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to shout out. I definitely got a few shout outs, man. I want to shout both of y'all good fellas out.
My God.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely bringing me out, showing love, man. I want to let everybody know. I got to look into the camera and say this. I want everybody to know these are some great dudes right here. These are some great dudes, man. They really doing their thing. Anything they doing, please get behind it. It's something positive. They doing something great. Like, seriously, they doing something great. Man, I'm also about to have a fashion show. It's a fashion show, artist showcase networking event. It's coming up November the 6th. It's called Welcome to the Jungle. Basically, what we trying to do, we trying to kill the stigma of crabs in the burrow in this city. Look, we got to come out. Y'all got to come out. Y'all got to show up. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? This is what everybody talks about. This is what everybody comment on when they see somebody die and they show up on Murder, Inc. Everybody trying to figure out why nobody not doing nothing to help change the city. We really doing something to change the city. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this is, I'm not gonna say I'm the first to do it, but as far as I know, I'm the first to do it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
To
actually
bring
putting
Bring people together.
to bring everybody together.
Yeah.
Everybody. I'm talking about from the youth, rappers, music artists. You feel what I'm saying?
Videographers,
Entrepreneurs,
podcasters.
videographers,
Everything.
podcasts. I'm the first person to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as I know, like I said, and if I'm not, then I want to pay homage. So reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I feel like we all can win. We all can eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, come out November the 6th. You know what I'm saying? The Baltimore Network. Y'all can follow me on the Baltimore Network.
I heard that, man.
You ain't gonna shout, yeah.
I mean, you know what it is, Lil Nookie. You know, it's just I want to say, trust the process, man. When we was in high school, us 3 years, I would have never imagined we would have been in this situation that we in right now, and we ain't even scratched the surface yet.
At all.
Yeah, we just getting
At
started.
all.
We laying
At all.
outline
We still
the
green,
details.
you know?
We
At
just
all.
yeah.
And we green, and we still making the waves we making. You know, like, so it's just all about believing in yourself and sticking to the script. Like, you know, everything happens for a reason. Don't question whatever's going on in your life. It might not be what you want it to be, but it happens for a reason. You just gotta stick to what you know and just believe in yourself and believe in the people around you, and everything else gonna take care of itself, man. And that's all I really.
God's plan.
Amen.
And like I said before, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe below. And if you do want to be on an episode of What's the 410, or if you do have any topic suggestions, just DM us and we'll get right to you as soon as possible. We'll let you know what available date. But other than that, that's the 410. We'll see you later.
I just wanna be loved.
D-Mac on the fucking track.
If you like this clip, head over to What's the 410 YouTube channel and go like, comment, subscribe. If you want to be on another episode of What's the 410, head over to our Instagram at What's the 410_ and DM us, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Why they talk about me like I ain't human, but we all live. But I'm still being me. I'm still in the streets and I'm still thugging until them niggas put me on. Yeah, that's how we living, and that's how we going off. You hear me? Open your mouth. I say, mama, I'm so sorry. I got ice burn with my heart at. On the road, why I had it hearted. I'm chosen, I'm so heartless, so heartless. I ain't know my age, he was 16, they killed it Dave. Mine in a rage, I'm way too young to feel his pain.